Okay, we're back for part two, BellNBell episode number 9. This is this is the second half. We've talked a lot about the season 14 stuff. We talked a lot about the playoff predictions. We talked a lot about different trades for the draft coming up. Now we're going to shift gears a little bit, and we are talking about roster construction and who's looking good, who's not. The exercise here was in the homework that we each took away, and we haven't shared our sort of conclusions, so this will be interesting to see what Nathan's come up with compared to me. But the exercise we took away was to look at the top 5 rosters for the next 5 years. So keeping in mind, like, next 5 seasons, who has the best 5 rosters and who has the worst 5 rosters, who's in the worst shape. So that's what we set out to do, and we'll see how it goes. Nathan, what do you want to start with, best or worst?
Best.
Okay. Best 5, here we go. Best 5. I gotta find my list.
All right. You want me to start off with number 5 or number 1? What
Well,
do you?
let's start. Hang on, before we get there, let's. What's your criteria? What makes a good roster for you?
Yeah, good question. I was looking more at I kind of prioritize the studs more than depth.
Mm-hmm.
So a roster that has these like surefire guys, I rank pretty high. But I mean, the next 5 years, I kind of was looking at it from a longer term perspective at first, and then I had to narrow it down. So yeah, I don't know. It was tough though. It was tougher than I thought it was gonna be. How about for you? What was your criteria?
Well, I think, looking at 5 years, but I was also looking at longer term, and then kind of I didn't want to rule out somebody who has a guy who's good for 5 years. So that's why I said 5 years. But yeah, I was also looking at longer term. Obviously, when you look at as you just scroll through the active list as you're doing, you
Yeah,
notice the ones that are long term, and they're 15 years, but you still pay more attention to that. So I was
yeah,
paying attention to that, and I don't know. I was just looking for having your goaltending kind of solidified, and having, my preference honestly would be a good centerman and one good winger at least, with at least one like stud D. That would be my preference of a roster. Like, for you, how would you, if you, let's say this was a cap league and you could only allocate resources, in a limited way, where would you allocate the most resources to? What positions?
yeah. Probably exactly the same. I mean, it would be nice to have a stud D. I mean, there's not that many available in the league though. That's what's so interesting. Like, there's not that many like super good defense, but yeah, you definitely want that like stud on forward. You need that goal scorer, but those three, those three for sure. I mean, you can find those like plug and play wingers though. I don't think they're that valuable. So the main thing for me would be the center and defense.
Yeah, makes sense. Where do you put goalies in that list of positions?
I value them for sure. I know, like I don't view them as just superfluous, but I think they're useful, but probably third in that conversation
So
or
you
second. I don't know. D to goalie. I would probably put D a bit higher than goalie at this point, although that's probably changed for me. I don't know.
but you're looking, when you're looking at this ranking, you're looking at somebody having a good goalie is a positive.
Well, I think also like there's so many good goalies out there that I think having a D is more rare.
Yeah.
So I just think there's more value in that. You can find a decent goalie out there. You can find a serviceable goalie.
Okay, so I think our criteria are quite similar. So let's roll into this. So, I mean, I don't know. I don't have necessarily mine ranked 1 through 5. I think I have 5 that I've identified, and I've got 2 honorable mentions. So, I mean, I'm happy. Like, why don't we just talk about the top 5? Give me one team and tell me why it's been, or that team you figure is one of the best rosters, and let's see if we have any disagreements.
All right, I'll start off with Yoda.
Okay, I mean, he's a given.
Yoda's a given here.
This is the best roster in the game, right? There's no argument.
I think there is an argument actually. Um, Probably the best roster with Bergeron. Bergeron's a stud. Weber is great. I don't know. Who would you take, Krabs' roster or Yoda's roster right now?
Yoda's without question. You
Really?
you got Weber for sure. Timonen is awesome. Tiemann is really good.
Mm,
As a
okay.
second D, that's not that far off of Chara and Letang.
Okay.
Very very close. I think Weber, Chara and Letang are better, obviously, but like this
Char-
is a good.
Charlotte are better. Crosby's better than Bergeron. That's three right
Crosby's better than
there.
Bergeron, but like negligible value. And then you've got Krejci, Semin, and Oshie, and Heatley. Heatley's nothing, but let's say those three compared to what the problem I have with Crow's roster is I don't even see who his second winger is.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think he really has a long term one, but
So if I was
see
going to
his
take,
roster
if I
here.
had three solid forward assets compared to none, and the downside was Bergeron compared to Crosby, like I'll take the depth any day,
Hmm.
no
I'm
question.
not so sure. I'm not so sure. I don't know. I actually think I would take Crab's roster right now. So I don't know. Like the goalie as well for Yoda is more locked in. Although Crab's got these two guys that are solid.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I think he can fill in these forward spots. Like he's got Franzen this year, who is like Franzen and boys. He can find these 1 year guys. I think it's a really good strategy having these two D.
I'll be curious to see who he gets next year because I don't think it's as easy to replace. Like, so next year, his roster, he has Crosby, and then he's got no one. Like, Brower is his
He's
next best. Brower and
yeah
Franzen,
yeah.
72 and
He's got to get
71.
two forwards.
He's
Yeah,
got to get, and it's not easy to get two forwards. I know he said when he was on our show that he figures he can find one plug and play winger every year. I'm not so sure. Like, you've almost, maybe in this
I
draft,
think you can.
he
I
doesn't have
think
a
you can.
draft pick, so he's going to look at his second round pick.
He's got Pitts. He's got Pitts pick.
Oh, he's got Pitts. Yeah, Pitts actually really helps him. So he'll be able to find one with Pitts, which is great. Yeah, I don't know. It's good. It's a good roster, no question. He's on my top five, for sure. I did have a question mark with it because of this four, but you're right. Pitts thing really does change it.
I think he's set up well. I think I would take his roster over anyone else's right now over the
Me
next five
too.
years.
Me too.
These D are just so dominant. Letang's stats are wild too. Like,
I know. I've tried to trade for Letang, but there's just no. It's not happening.
I
It's
mean,
not
Flurry's
happening.
nice to have for Yoda. Like he's just locked in now for goalie.
Bergeron is
He
awesome. Like Bergeron compared to
Bergeron is awesome.
Crosby
Yeah,
is not
yeah,
like I don't think there's much difference at all there.
that's fair.
I mean, there's some years where Crosby's just incredible, 106 and stuff, but like Bergeron's really, really good. He's as good as you can ask for.
Weber, great, but again, more than 5 years. Like in the next 5 years, these defense look at their overalls. They're not like
Yeah, but Tiemann
I
is
don't know.
4 and 5 every year. Like he's
Yeah, they're
good.
good. Yeah.
He's good enough. Like you can. Yeah, you're right though. There's no question that Crosby are better, and that Crosby's better than Bergeron. But I just don't think that Crosby's difference on Bergeron would. I think I'd still prefer the assets
The
that
forward
OC
depth.
has. Like I think you could make a trade here with one of these guys. You could keep Oshie and you could trade Semin, or you could trade
Yeah,
Krejci
yeah,
and keep Oshie.
absolutely.
He's got like his roster is so fucking weird. Like he has Heatley as his only left-handed forward. Like that's strange to me. I don't know
Yeah.
who he's putting on left wing. Like maybe Heatley right now. I don't know. It's a very strange roster, but there's a lot of assets there.
I mean, do you factor in his draft picks as well? Because he's going to have another top five pick this
It's hard to
year.
ignore it. It's hard to ignore assuming that he's gonna have a top five pick for the next 5 fucking years. I mean, that
Yeah, but
sounds terrible, but
yeah,
like you know what I'm
but
saying?
in this year for sure, like he could plug in if he drafts a defenseman now, he's well whatever he drafts, right? Like
That was really part of my thought as well. Like totally forgot when I was doing this exercise that Krav had Pitts first. So I was looking at Krav as having no pick this year
right.
and relying on these two wingers and whatever waiver fodder he could pick up, compared to a guy who's got a top five pick probably locked in
Yeah.
and who
If
can
you factor
grab.
in the pick, I think Yoda's got to be the one for
Yoda's
the
gonna
first.
get he's probably gonna get Subban or somebody, to go
Yeah.
with Weber.
Uh-huh.
He's just gonna have all righties. But like he's gonna have Tiemann who he can trade if he wanted to. He's just got so many cards to play here.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, he already made that good trade the other year, so he knows what he's doing. All
Absolutely.
right, so Yoda probably one, Crab two. Okay.
So I
Who
had
else?
I had
Give me someone else.
Baytown compare. I had Baytown
Wow, I
in
didn't
my.
have him on my list.
Oh, are you serious? I had him as my top three and maybe
This
better
is
than
good.
Krav.
Really? I guess it's goalie. Yeah, I didn't see Schneider.
He set his goalies
So
up
yeah,
perfect.
talk me through this then.
Okay,
Yeah,
so let
it's
me let me find this here. So you've got his goalies are now set up. He's got exactly Theodore covers until Schneider's good, and then Schneider's good for a long time. So that you've got that piece locked in. Jonathan Taves is awesome. So he's basically a Bergeron, almost Crosby level.
yeah.
Spezza is pretty decent, and then you've got Parise on these weird years, who's fucking awesome, and you've still got Stastny as like a pretty solid, like better than
Just
anybody else. That
I'm not blown away by these three guys though. Like
okay, but
Spezza
okay,
79, 78, 86.
right,
Like all right, that's
okay,
all right.
he's fine, But let's compare them to Kraft's forwards. You've got Taves is not as good as Crosby. I think Spezza, Stastny, and Parise, the combination of those three is way better than it. They would be, if you were ranking all the forwards, they would be the next
Yeah, but
three.
start it next year though. Without this year, those guys are not like Parise is 86, 59, 75, 74, 76. That ain't that great.
Yeah, no, yeah, that's fair.
Longer term, yeah, he's got those 2 years
Compared
after.
to like we're talking in comparison to Troy Brower or Max Pacioretty, he's okay. Like he's better.
I don't think he's even in compare. Like, I don't think there's an argument that he's better than Kraft personally at all. Like, I don't even think he's in that realm.
So the D hurts, of course, but Mike Green stats are amazing. I think Mike Green in the next so Mike Green's overalls are kind of deceptive,
Okay, I haven't
but
looked at his
he
stats.
is look at his player stats. I mean, he is 5 speed for I forget how long, for 5 years at least.
Oh yeah, he is a stud.
He's amazing. I've been trying to
Five
trade
and
this guy
five.
for
Oh, I
10
had no
years.
idea. Okay.
So he's got 8 more years of being 5-5. Like he's fucking awesome. This is a guy that like everybody should be trying to trade for, and
Huh.
Jared doesn't make trades, so like here we are. But he's awesome. So to me he's not that far off of Chris Letang, and for
Fair.
certain things that I look for, maybe better. Then you don't have Chara on this team, but
Yeah.
you do have what's going to be a very fucking high pick,
Yeah,
And
for
like,
sure.
so if you're talking like
The
Eric
pick, yeah. If you had the
Carlson, if you're
picks,
talking
yeah,
Brent
yeah.
Burns,
True.
you add somebody like that to this team,
It's true.
and
Yeah.
then Krav adds with Pitts first, somebody that's comparable to Jason Spezza. It's comparable. It's not maybe
Yeah.
arguably. I think you could. I think Krav, you're probably right. I don't think I wouldn't like die on this hill that Baytown's better roster, but they're not that far off. Is my
Well,
point.
with the pick, if you add in the pick, then yeah, I think it changes it completely. You add in like a top D to this guy's team, or even
Totally,
another forward, and
totally.
replacing Naslin. Like, yeah, his team is really good. I feel like his team hasn't really matched up with being like Naslin's been good, where Parise shit one year. Like, this is maybe the first year where it's kind of matched up. So I'd like to see Jared with like a really good roster actually, which should be in a couple years.
It should be like this team is good enough that he should be really playing with. He's playing with as good as you can get, really, in a
In a
couple
couple
years.
years, but I feel like he's always at the top of the draft, but his guys like I don't know, I feel like they haven't matched up. He hasn't had like one season where they're all stacked like Yoda's this season or whatever. Like I
Fair
want to see
enough.
him play
Yeah,
with a really really stacked team because I think I don't know maybe he could sneak into the playoffs.
yeah. There's some years he has, but it's 2015, 16, where
Yeah,
everybody's amazing.
yeah, yeah.
Anyway,
All right, you
I
got
had him.
Baytown. I didn't even have him on the list, so that's a good call. Yeah, I had. I'll give you one here. Auto. I had Audubon.
I also have Ottawa on my top five.
Um, Goalie set up. He's got. I don't know. He's got like a steady goalie, nothing spectacular. Which I think he really should try to trade for a stud because that was when he had his most success. Was the Hasek years.
Agree 100%.
And I just think his team is not set up for his style of play at all. Like it's a good team, but it's like he's like speed, like skill wise, like he needs like the big like shot power guys. I think. So I don't know. St. Louis Gabrick, I would be trying to flip for like power guys. I don't know. Do you feel that
Yeah,
or?
absolutely. He's had his most success with Brendan Shanahan at center
Yeah, yeah. He needs a
and
guy with like a one-timer guy, right?
Dominic Hasek in net. Like that was his team when he was like
Yeah,
doing he was getting second round almost like every season with those guys. And then he flipped it all and he messed it up kind of. And he basically copied like how I would design it my team. He
yeah. I don't think
traded.
it fits him. I don't think it fits his style at all.
No,
This
it
team.
doesn't. It absolutely doesn't. It's not a good idea at all. St. Louis for him is no good. Gabrick is awesome, but like he's getting wasted.
Yeah,
Yeah, those guys and they don't fit together either. Like they're both the same. Like they're too small, they're too fast.
yeah.
Not an ideal like pair. Yeah, I don't know. I think he's got some work to do, but this roster is pretty good. Like
Pretty good. He's got Gonchar. Um,
he's got Gonchar for another 5 years, no 7 years. Fuck that Gonchar trade I made was so bad. Should never have given him up. I only traded him because it was like he wasn't 5 speed anymore, and then I didn't really realize that no D were 5 speed. Coming up.
yeah, it's nice to have him locked in. Briere's pretty solid for.
Yeah, he's awesome. And then
And
Gabrick,
Pavelski
Certainly,
gets
and
really
Pavelski.
good. I
It,
mean, his
it's
team's
solid.
solid. It's more depth than like. Yeah, I don't know. It's solid. It's just not his style, I guess. I would.
I mean, I will say at this point, like I had all these guys kind of mixed up because I wasn't sure. So, Orange County, Baytown, Betty Ford, and Autobahn as four of the top five I had. I think the Autobahn team, when I started getting to this stage where I was like, who the fuck is my fourth team, really made me realize that like it's not as stacked as I thought.
Yeah, yeah,
Like, and you alluded to it earlier. Like, it's not as easy to find the top five rosters. You take Maddie out of the equation, and
yeah,
you start to
yeah.
like, there really isn't that many like great rosters. Everybody's got holes.
Yeah, I know. You look at this roster and it's like it's good, but it's not like it's not stacked. It's not like
Right.
stupidly stacked. Like it's. I mean, if he gets another top pick, then let's say he gets another D man, then yeah, then his roster's looking really, really good. But
Mm-hmm.
or even another forward and get rid
Yeah,
of one of these
he
guys.
needs
Like
a D
he's
badly. Like if he could pick up, PK Subban, that would really help him.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, who else you got?
So my last team, my last of the top five, I have Hamilton,
Yeah, I had him in mind as well.
and I think
His is an interesting one. Like it's
again, it's not stacked.
no,
it,
no.
it's pretty deep, and it's well thought out. I guess would be my main point.
Yeah, yeah.
He's got a goalie. He's locked in for basically with Tuukka Rask for like 10 years. He's got Brad Richards is good for another 6 years.
He's good. He's good. Yeah.
McGinley's good for 6 more years. Nathan Horton's good for 4. Like Andrew Ladd comes up, and in those years when Horton starts to suck, Andrew Ladd comes in. He's got Cronwall on D. He's still missing a second D. There's a hole there. But like it's good. It's solid. There's not much missing there.
Yeah. It's a really solid team. Like I had him like fourth on my list because it's not like super high end guys, right? Like everyone, it's just solid.
Yeah,
So it's very similar to Autobahns, but like a bit worse, I would say. A bit worse on talent, but
agreed. Yeah, I
compare.
had I had Hamilton as my fifth team.
I had him as my fourth. I didn't have Baytown in mind for some reason, but
To
I
me,
had Sumter. Sumter as my last team.
I tried with Sumter. I could not get there.
His team is abysmal
It's
outside of the
so
top two,
bad,
but it's
man.
like
It's
having
so
those
bad.
two is like it's huge.
Those two are amazing. I agree. They're amazing.
Like if you're given a roster right now, would you rather have Hamilton or Sumter?
Sumter.
Yeah, of course. Audubon or Sumter, that one's questionable. Audubon or Sumter,
I would
I'd
take
probably choose
I'd
Audubon
take
actually.
Autobahns over Sumter. I actually, you know what? I'm looking. Let me look at Hamilton again. Would I rather have Hamilton or Sumter?
I'd rather have Sumter.
I'd rather have Sumter too, because you could trade one of those guys for a fucking
You just
haul.
got to get another. Yeah, you just got to fill in around these guys. But
Problem for Sumter is that he's not going to get a good draft pick for a long, long time.
yeah,
And so, like, where do you without trading one of those two guys? I don't know what you do. Like, he's
I mean,
so
he doesn't
screwed.
really need to though. He's doing this well without.
This is not. But I'm talking about building the best roster. Like,
Yeah,
next year, his defense are going to be 67 and 61.
yeah,
That's
he
not
doesn't
good.
care.
He doesn't care, but that's still not good. I don't care what anybody says. Like, you can not care about those things. That's fine, but like it actually does matter. Like, you know,
67, 61. Yeah. I mean, I feel like that's what I'm kind of. What are my guys this year?
your D are 63 or
63,
70 and
67,
67. Next year
70. I'm playing
65 and
63,
62.
67.
Like
It's,
yours was the same. I was looking at your team and I'm like, you guys, you have your goalie locked down at least. Sumter doesn't even have a goalie,
yeah.
and then you've got,
Well, his goalie's not
well,
bad.
you
He's
don't have
got
anywhere close in the forwards than he does. His forwards are
his
awesome.
his goalie's better than it looks, to be honest. He's got these 70s, and then he's
Yeah,
got
you're
the
right.
Crawford
Crawford
later.
years. He's just got one gap year. Yeah, yeah, you're right. That's fair. So let's say your goalie and his goalie are a wash, and you've got Yager, and we're looking at 5 years. So you let's say we cross off one of the Sedins for Yager. Zajac is
Zajak's no good after
no
this
good.
year. I got
you
no.
don't have
His team's
anybody
way
else.
better.
Yeah, the rest. You don't have anybody to compare to that Sedin. But then the rest of his roster basically is yours.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
He's just
The
got
rest of
that
his
second
roster's not
player.
good, but
No, it's so
he,
bad. Like it's not even not good. Like it's just fucking awful. Like if it wasn't for the Sedins, he'd have the worst roster in the game, other than Mary Hill. But he's got these
it's a
two
funny
amazing
roster.
players.
But I still think those guys are so valuable. If you have both of them, that I would put them in the top five. Like it's
Yeah, that's
just such
interesting.
a huge building block, right? Like
Yeah, well, fair. Like when you ask me who would I rather have, like honestly, I'd take him over Hamilton's roster. Would I rather have Baytown or his roster? I'd rather have Baytown's. No
I'd rather have
question.
Baytown's probably.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's no
If you have
question at all.
someone comparable to one of the Sedins, then it's
Totally. You have
you
Jonathan
know
Taves,
like,
and then you have all this other shit. You could do a lot with this other stuff. So like Baytown's no question. That's way better. What were the other ones? Betty Ford? Yeah, you'd take Betty Ford's
yeah,
over his because he's
easy,
got three of
easy.
these guys instead of two, plus a
Yoda for
goalie.
sure.
There's no question. So
But
those
I
four,
think
no
I would
question.
rather Sumter's than
Yeah,
Hamilton's.
honestly, maybe. So like, let me give you my honorable mentions and let's compare those to Sumter because like
Yeah,
this is super interesting. I have two honorable mentions. One is Richfield, and
didn't happen.
I'm assuming Richfield's gonna get a good pick, but maybe I'm
Well,
overemphasizing that pick. But so Richfield has not the best goalies, like pretty much not. It's okay, but it's not great. And then has a bunch of forwards who are like aging out. It's like it was
yeah,
super surprising to look at some of these teams, and this is one of them where I was like,
yeah,
I
yeah, yeah,
thought they'd
for
be
sure.
much better, but like not that great. But I still think like Kovalchuk still has a couple good years left. Rick Nash still has 2 good years after this year. Palmanville has a couple good years, and Joe Thornton has a couple good years.
Doesn't Thornton play longer than 2014?
Yeah, Thornton's like I think probably still fucking playing. I don't know. Like played
Yeah,
into the 20 played into COVID times for sure.
like he should be like probably decent for a bunch more years there,
That's
right?
a good
Like
point. And how many of these other guys are not like right either? Who knows. But yeah.
Suter is amazing as well on defense,
Well,
so I
so that's what I
actually
was
didn't
gonna
really
get to.
factor
Like
that in. Yeah,
Suter is a stud. Like it's
yeah,
like almost
yeah.
like having
It's a good
Levac.
point. Yeah, I didn't factor that in.
So you got one good D. Derek Morris and McCabe are terrible, but if he could just get a D in this draft, like his forwards
Yeah,
are okay and his
it's true.
goalies are okay. Like everything is okay. He really needs a stud. He doesn't have a forward stud, but his roster's okay. I
He
mean,
should trade with Autobahn, like trade Thornton for one of the quick guys. Like those guys play different styles.
yeah,
Like
fair.
Richfield's got an Autobahn team here, and Autobahn's got a Richfield team. Like they should swap this.
Yeah, no, that's super. That's a
Like
really
Thornton would
fair.
be great on Autobahn. Like he would,
He'd be better. Yeah,
like
right. Yeah, no, that's really interesting. And Richfield would do way better with St. Louis.
yeah, 100%. Like
So that's my one honorable mention. So compare that team to Sumter. Would you rather have Sumter or Richfield? Of course you take Sumter because you got these two guys who are amazing.
I'm not sure about this just because of Suter. Suter's really good.
Suter's really good. Yeah. So like
That's a tough one, actually. That's really, I'm not sure. Yeah, I didn't have Richfield in my list, but he probably should be. Yeah.
it's an okay team. I just don't know what you do with it. Like because I don't think that these guys like Kovalchuk who have 3 or 4 years left have any value.
No, no.
And so unless you can
Yeah,
swindle
you just play
somebody,
it out.
you're
Like,
just playing it out, and which isn't ideal because you don't have like when these guys they're all kind of done at the same time, and then you're kind of screwed. You still have
yeah,
Suter
yeah,
forever, and you have Ben Bishop in goal, so like you'll be fine. But it's not ideal. So I don't know.
Huh.
You probably try to trade at least one of them, like Rick Nash, Kovalchuk, and Thornton aren't great to have. You pick
Yeah,
whatever
yeah,
forward or whatever D you can get. You still need a second D. Like there's some major holes in this roster, and again this goes back to like if this is my honorable mention as top 5 roster in the fucking league, and like there's major holes, you know.
yeah,
So
yeah,
nobody
yeah.
has a perfect roster. Anyway, my other honorable mention is Saguenay. We talked a little bit about
Interesting.
it.
Okay.
Check out that roster. Goalie's obviously fucked. He's fucked in goal. But if he could find a goalie, he's got Timo Solani. So if you believe Solani is like a stud, not sure he is at this point, but he's good for sure. He's not Crosby, but he's good. And his D are like long term, not bad. Like
Yeah.
not awesome, but not bad.
Yeah. Pretty solid. Yeah.
Pretty solid. Like, and they go for a long time, and they're just like pretty good. And then David Backus is okay. Camilleri's okay. You know, Louis Erickson has a couple good years. So
Yeah.
like you can sort of put together a roster around Solani with it's a lot of average. So like it's really not a top 5. And I'm not trying to say it is, but I was surprised at like that it's not bad. You know.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't have him up there to be honest. Like, I had Highland as my honorable mention, just mainly because of Kopitar,
And Lundqvist.
Lundqvist, and Kopitar. You've got, and then there's like Richards, Carter, who are decent, pretty decent wingers. You got Pronger for the next 4. I think it's a decent roster.
Yeah, not bad. Would you
It's on
take
the
Would you
brink.
take Highland or Sumter if you could have either or?
Sumter, I think. Yeah, I would rather have the Sumter roster.
It's tough, man.
Although
It's tough. I don't know that I would just like automatically do that.
I think I would rather have the Sumter roster. Yeah, I would. But that's tough. Yeah,
That's
that's
tough.
a
Like it's not
valid
bad.
question.
Like this is why
Kopitar is as
for
good as one of those guys. So,
Kopitar's almost as good, yeah. And then you've got a goalie locked in
yeah.
forever.
But Sumter's got a playable pairing of goalie. I would rather Sumter's than Highlands, but it's comparable. The
The
other I had is I had Thunder Bay. I had your roster and Gophers. Those were the 2 that I was considering.
Gophers was the one I was expecting to be awesome.
But it's not that good. Yeah, it's a bit
We'll talk about that
disappointing.
after. So my roster, I've got
Yours is just kind of like Hamilton's, similar.
like it's okay. I got my goalies are passable for a bit. I need a goalie in 2011 for sure. That's gonna be bad. I've got Jokinen still has a bunch of good years. Like I don't know why I cannot trade that fucking guy. I just wanted to like mix up my team. I tried to offer him, and I can nobody will take him. But he's like,
Yeah, I don't want him at all. I don't know. There's something about him I like don't even want to like
it
consider.
must be
So
that like there must be just something that people remember that he's like a slime ball or something. Like I don't know because like
uh,
nobody's interested in this guy, and I'm like, but he would really help your team. Like he's actually good. Like and nobody wants him anyway. And Corey Perry's like good for a while, basically to those
yeah,
years when he's 99. He's pretty solid. Probably Ryan's good. Like yeah, my roster's good. Like I'm very
pretty
happy with
solid.
it.
You got the defense. You got
I've got everything I need. Like it's
yeah.
solid, but it's not a top 5 roster. But it's
No, but
okay.
it's in that. It's a solid roster. It's similar to Hamilton. It's like slightly worse, but like the same kind of.
Like I don't have any holes. Like every
Yeah,
spot is
yeah,
filled by somebody who's decent, you know. And I
yeah.
have 4 forwards pretty much for the next few years. Like yeah, it's solid. You're right. It's like Hamilton, but not as good as Hamilton. And
And
then
then there's
Minnesota.
Minnesota, which I
Minnesota's
had.
one I was totally expecting to be like one of the better rosters, and it really wasn't.
He's got the goalie. He's got Marlon Getzlaff.
Which is pretty
And
good. That's a
Chris
good starting
Phillips is
place.
solid.
I mean, this like compare this to these.
It's
It's
pretty
just that these
decent.
guys are not as good as the Sedins, but Getzlaff
No,
is
they're
really
not.
good. Marlowe's pretty good too.
I mean, I think I looked at Getzlaff recently, and like the numbers aren't that great. Like speed, I think was like 4.
Yeah, there's a bunch of 4s. That was the year that Getzlaff was in the year with Perry, and I
Right,
had
right.
that pick. I think it was pick 4 that year. So I looked at his numbers quite a bit, and he's better than Perry, but very similar. Like, and the other guy was Parise, and it's just like all these guys who jump around. Like that,
Yeah.
it's just that draft class for some reason. Like their ratings jump around, jump around. So anyway, yeah, he's kind of like he fluctuates quite a bit, but he's still pretty solid. Even his 4 and 5 years, like 4 speed, 5 agility, he'll be good.
Yeah. I
So
mean, he's got the two forwards locked in. He's got the 1D locked in for a while. He's got the goalie. Like, he probably should be rated a bit higher, but yeah, I wasn't blown away by this roster.
no, I wasn't either, and
But although if he has a top pick this year, like he's on pace for a top three pick, top five
yeah,
pick,
fair,
like
fair, fair. So
fill
add
in one
like
of those,
add
like
Eric
man.
Carlson to this roster, you know,
Yeah,
like
exactly.
or
Like
Evgeny Malkin, you know.
you
You
got a
put
third
Malkin here, and you've
forward,
got these three fucking forwards, and then your goalies are good,
your
and your
goalie's
D is
set.
okay.
Yeah, no, like this roster could be looking
Yeah,
unreal after this year.
that's
So
actually true, and I've taken into account the other draft picks, so he should probably be. I think I would actually, if I was gonna take a situation, I would take Minnesota's more than Hamilton's,
yeah, it's probably true.
right? Because of this draft pick, because it's gonna be probably a top five, and this draft is loaded.
I mean, we'll see with the lottery, but maybe not.
But what's the
But
worst
yeah,
case? If he misses the playoffs, worst case is 11th.
yeah.
And if he's third worst, I think he can only drop to seventh or something. And you're still looking at even at seventh
Yeah, it's true. He's gonna get someone
with
good.
Maddie's team. You're looking at like somebody really, really good. Jamie Benn. You know, you add Jamie Benn to this roster, and you're probably or Brad Marchand. That's a pretty good roster.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's good. I think I would put Minnesota into my top five and knock Hamilton out. Actually, as we're talking.
Yeah, that was all my honorable mentions. Let's get to the worst then.
All right, the worst. I mean, even this was kind of hard.
This was hard for me. I've got like I don't know. Are you considering like the LHX, the red rosters,
Yeah, I
like
am. I actually I give a pass to LHX just because it's so bad. Red though, I think we shouldn't consider them because they're part of the league.
yeah.
I mean,
What
Red.
about like in Alberta? What about these guys who are taking a break? I guess it's just Alberta.
I
Or?
included Alberta because I don't think
Okay.
Alberta's quitting. I hope not.
No.
And I also thought it was interesting talking about Alberta. But let's start with I think Maryhill. Like you have Maryhill on there, right?
Yeah. Well, I didn't know where to place them. I was just like, this is
Like
abysmal,
Mary
right?
Hills
Like
is
this is.
so bad. So I mean, if it's not the worst, it's got to be one of the worst.
Well, he's got Ratitis Ivanans though. 44 next year, not bad. He's got him. He's got Anisimov 54. Yeah, this roster is like,
It's
how are these guys even on his team?
so he also picked a bunch of guys who shouldn't have been picked.
Ratitis
Right?
Ivanans.
He liked right to see Vanas for. There's probably some guy who had like 7,000 picks in one season.
Yeah, look this guy
1994
up.
or whatever.
Ratitis Ivanans.
So like the guy's not really like even trying at this point. Like he just picked.
Latvian. He's a Latvian.
Oh,
Look at
yeah.
this beauty. Yeah.
He looks a little nuts.
Oh yeah, it's age 46 currently. We gotta get him in the league.
He's
1979.
probably like
Yeah.
Red's buddy. He's got him on his team at 49,
Uh,
44, 46.
yeah, this is the worst roster though in the next
It's
5 years
the
for
worst
sure.
roster. There's no question. And then the question becomes like, how does Red get it better? Like, and he just doesn't have any options. Like, it's so bad, which is why.
I mean, you can go year to year though. Like LHX has put together a playable team this year.
Yeah, but LHX had first dibs at everybody who was on that. This is what I'm saying. Like, this is why things get fucked up because like, I'm gonna get. Let's say I win the President's Trophy, right? I'm gonna get first dibs at everybody who's dropped. Red, who needs it more than anybody, is gonna
Yeah,
get
well that thing is
12.
so fucking stupid. I don't know why we implemented this like President's Trophy
But even if it
first.
wasn't, even if it was the bottom, let's say, like it used to be, even if it was Maddie and all them,
Yeah.
like it's Red could pick up one guy in the first round of the waivers, but like everybody else is
Yeah.
gonna be gone. Like you know what I'm saying? Like LHX, if LHX had to go through a waiver draft and get his guys, he would have an abysmal team. But he got the
Right,
top
right.
choice of everybody who was available.
Uh,
So I don't know like what the answer is, except like this.
I mean, Red's got 2 draft picks this year plus waivers. You should be able to get 3 playable
yeah,
guys.
fair. Which is what the problem is that Red isn't good at this stuff.
Yeah.
Like he's really not. He's drafted stupidly. He picked a bunch of fucking guys that shouldn't have been picked. He had like I don't know, Jordan Tutu or whoever the hell it was who he just liked and he put on his team. So like yeah, it'll be he doesn't have any way out
I
of
mean,
it.
he's got UC Okinen for the next 2 years they're
Jokic,
playable at
yeah,
least, but
maybe, yeah, for sure, playable. And hopefully in his draft, like hopefully he doesn't end up fifth. Hopefully he finishes 15th, so
yeah,
that he
yeah,
gets somebody at least in that top 20 of the draft.
yeah.
Anyway, yeah, I think he's not even. He's got the worst one by far.
Yeah, I had him and LHX just to the side because I was like, well, I don't know if you can.
LHX is so bad too. It sucks because like he's not gonna want to lose, but these guys, and this is what Vic went through when he rejoined. He got also that fucking shitty team, and then he ended up
But
just leaving.
but his team this year is actually like decently playable.
Right. So if LHX and Red could go through
All
the
guys
waiver list and
70s.
just pick their top guys next year, that if they
But
could just redo their whole
can't
team
they in the waiver system? Like, how does that work? Like, can't they just like,
once everybody else stops, you know?
yeah?
But everybody
But
else
like,
didn't
there's gonna
stop.
be a leftover. There's gonna be leftover guys that are like Jeremy Roenick is not on a roster this year. Like, Red would put him on a roster if he would have known, kind of thing. Like,
Well,
there's
you
got
raise
to
an
be a
interesting
list of guys
point.
that aren't
Yeah.
on rosters that are like more playable
Yeah.
than some of these
And
guys.
some of these
Like,
guys that Red has. So, like, does he have the opportunity to do that? He should. So, hopefully he does. Why
yeah,
wouldn't he, though? Can he just email Ultra and say, everything's over and I want these five guys
yeah,
on the
I
team?
imagine so. Yeah, I don't
There's
know.
no
It sounded
reason
like the
not to
draft
do
was a
that.
bit of a shit show, so
Yeah,
probably,
maybe that didn't happen last year, but moving forward, I would hope to God that happens. That if Red
yeah,
goes through the list and just says, I want to revamp my whole team,
for sure,
who
yeah.
would care, right? That should be obvious. All right, so we've got those two. So you've got those two off to the side. So let's forget about Maryhill and Easter Island. What's our next worst roster?
Give me one from you here.
Well, Alberta, I think, has to be on there. And
Even with Datsuk.
so this is the problem. This is what really is frustrating for me. Like this roster's not even that bad, but when I look at the next 5 years, Datsuk is good. 3 of them, and pretty good 2 of them. That's it, and he's done after this year. And so it's just like it's so annoying. It's so frustrating. Not really, but like just it's too bad that Ellis isn't able to play this season because this was the one where he has Datsuk as the best player in the whole league. He's got
Yeah,
he's got Sheldon Surrey at 83, which is awesome. He's got him next year at 83 too, but like that's it. He's got 2 good years only. This year he had an 83 and 70. Like his roster is really good this year.
yeah, it would have been nice to. He's never had a good roster,
He's
so.
never had a good roster. I was really looking forward to seeing him play with this roster.
I mean, his next year's roster's decent.
It's
Datsuk
it's
drops off a
okay.
bunch,
Yeah,
but
it's okay. Datsuk
he's
is
got
still
87
good.
goalie at least.
87 goalie. He's got Fleischman and he's got Huselius at 75. Like that's fine. That's playable. He's still got Sheldon Surrey. He's still got Matthias Olin. Like it's okay. But then like the year after that, like Datsuk is still good. Ryan
Yeah,
Clough is
no
good.
defense.
Fleischman's okay, but his defense he doesn't even have a second D. I don't know. Maybe bottom 5. And I guess maybe my point is here that like the bottom 5 isn't even that bad either. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like
yeah,
the top 5 isn't that great and the bottom 5 isn't that bad, which is
yeah,
kind of ultimately where I've landed after doing this, which I was very surprised at. I kind of expected to see much more like disparity here.
yeah, for sure.
Anyway, did you not have Alberta in your
I
top
didn't
5?
have him just because he wasn't playing, so
Okay.
I had three other teams. I had Sugar Valley,
Okay. I
um,
also I had Sugar Valley as well.
Trading Port. What do you think of that trade, by the way? The Lucic for Forsberg and a second rounder
It's a terrible trade. Terrible
for
trade for
who?
Sugar Valley.
Yeah, I thought so too, right? Like I thought that's a great trade for Ultra.
It's a great trade for Ultra. It's way better to get Forsberg than it was a Hamilton pick
Yeah, yeah,
45 or
yeah.
something. Like those,
But he's
those
also
seconds are
getting the
dumb.
second rounder too, which is like
Yeah, he gets the second
from
rounder.
Sugar
Plus, he
Valley.
gets the best player in the deal for 1 year. And Lucic is not good. Like for Sugar Valley, Lucic does nothing. And I kind of just assumed that Chalky was like just, taking a piss. Like I didn't think he was serious about any of this.
Yeah, I didn't really get it. Like, because I actually looked at Lucic after all this stuff, and like not good at all.
No,
Like he's got
he's
like
terrible.
one decent year, but I was thinking, yeah, like man, 1 year at Forsberg is like kind of valuable. Like I would have liked to have that guy for a year. So yeah, I thought that was a really bad trade for Sugar Valley, but I don't know.
Yeah,
But
I agree with you. I mean, to me, what does Sugar Valley need? He needs a D. So could he have traded Forsberg's last year for somebody
yeah,
passable to play fucking
yeah,
defense?
for sure, for
Like
sure.
Schneider and Rob Blake are both 3 speed this year.
It's
Like,
true. He's got all these forwards that are similar,
yeah,
like
he doesn't need
level, right?
Lucic. He's got 4 of them already. They're all exactly the same.
Yeah.
Like,
So his roster is not good for the next 5 years. Like
no,
he's got
it's
Niemi
terrible.
at least, but
The other problem is he's good enough that he's not going to get good picks. Like, I just don't see this guy improving his roster at all.
yeah, it's a
I'm
bit.
not sure what he's going to do here because unless he just tanks for 3 years, like he's not going to do that. He's too good now at this point.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, I thought it was a really dumb trade. Like I thought he could have gotten something better for 1 year of Forsberg. You know, a Forsberg at 89.
Like he's 89. Like he still is great.
I would have thought about
Yeah,
that. Like if I don't know what would have been out there, but like I would have considered definitely 1 year of Forsberg. Awesome.
yeah. Totally, totally.
So to get Lucic, I honestly thought it became a joke with Lucic. So I didn't know if he was joking or not. But
I was just gonna throw out some offers as a joke, and I looked him up, and I was like, I don't even want this guy on my roster. Like he takes him so long to get good. Like, yeah, I don't.
right, yeah, no, he's not good. So it's not like Ultra was threatening to drop him, and like there's no honestly no
Yeah,
reason
and he
not to
just
drop
gets
him.
Forsberg for a year. Like
Yeah,
solid
for
for
a year
him.
plus a second that he can maybe flip. Who knows?
Uh,
So okay,
all
well,
right. Who else you got?
okay, well, my next roster worst. So I had Mary Hill, so unfortunately, but I've got a couple honorable mentions that I'll plug in later. But I have on here Min Hatrick, and I think it's a testament to his ability to win last year. But like this fucking roster
Man,
is
this I've
awful.
been saying this for years, and like, you actually have you looked into the numbers?
No, I didn't. I don't have time to look into the numbers.
Look at Andrew McDonald's numbers next year. He's like 6 agility, 5 speed, or some shit. He's like
And
Housley.
the defense, Andrew McDonald.
Look at Andrew McDonald. Let me
Fucking.
look this fucking guy up, man. Like,
How does he find these fucking people?
I don't even know where this guy comes from. Like,
Who is Andrew McDonald?
I've never heard of him in my life. Like, I think he's like a created player. Next year, he's
Oh
got
my
5 agility, 6 speed, 60 overall. Like, has there ever been a defense that good? Like, it's basically like Eric Carlson for a year. So I can't like.
But look at
His
everything
roster
else. Like,
looks abysmal,
look at
but
his.
like,
Like, go back to that guy. Like his stick
what
handling
is he,
is
zeros for the rest?
like
Like,
offensive awareness 1, defensive 3, shot power 2, checking 2, stick handling 6. Like that's pretty terrible. Like passing 2, everything is terrible except
yeah,
he's
but he's got
fast.
6 speed. Like,
So is that good? I can't see that being good. Like remember playing with like Benoit Hogue? Like it's not fun. It's
I don't
just
know, man. You
fucking
got a six
frustrating.
speed D. Like, it works for him. He just gets all these speedy guys, and he can't score on them. I don't know, man. Like, I don't think his team. He's also got Kessel in the future.
Yeah, he's got Kessel, who does not look good for the next five
Giordano.
years. Giordano's okay. Like he's playable.
Kessel doesn't look good. Doesn't he get to 6 and 6 1 year?
Yeah, not in 5 years. I don't know.
Uh,
I don't know how long it is. I was looking at the overalls more, and they're pretty not
the
good.
overalls are bleak for sure,
Yeah,
but I
like
just think there's like
Kessel is
all
6
these.
speed in 2015 when everybody else is fucking awesome.
Yeah, true, true.
6 speed in 2015, 16, and then 5 speed for the like for a while. Like he gets good in 2015.
Yeah,
If I'm looking at the next 5 years, like he is not even playable next year. He's 3 speed, 4 agility. Then he's got a couple 4 and 4. He's got 4 and 4, 4 and 5, 4 and 5, 4 and 5. Then he gets amazing. So like I don't know, he's okay. He's okay. I don't. He's better than anybody else that Sagathon has, but I don't know, man. This team
yeah.
looks
I don't know,
terrible.
man. I just kind of like didn't look at Sagathons because I know these guys are better than they look. Like, it looks pretty. It looks pretty bad for sure.
Like, it looks bad. Craig Anderson, to be fair, he plays until like 2023 or something. So he's
Oh,
another one
okay.
of these guys who just doesn't have stats, but he's probably okay. So he's probably got a goalie for a while. He's got Kessel,
Got Giordano,
Giordano, like that, and Andy
and he's got
McDonald is
Andrew
probably pretty
McDonald,
good.
who's like Phil Housley.
Andrew McDonald and Andy McDonald's also like that. He's like actually good, 5 speed, I think. So yeah, you're right. His roster's not that bad, but again, I was like struggling because I'm trying to find somebody like that's not that bad.
So I got two more. I got South Hills,
Okay.
which actually the roster isn't that bad. Which
I
is
did
there's
not
not that
have.
many rosters that are terrible. I guess
There
is
really aren't.
the
No, I didn't have South Hills at all. Like not even in my honorable mention.
he's got the goalie. I mean, starting next year, Tanguay's 50. Like
Yeah, he's done.
Lombardi, he's got
Lombardi's done.
Stall, Little. He's got no defense. I don't know, man.
Yeah,
It's
you're right.
just
Actually, as I'm looking at this, is really fucking bad. I don't know how I
when you
missed
get
this.
into it, this year his roster is actually pretty damn good, but next year it starts getting pretty bad.
He's got Stall and then Sharp, but Sharp's not even that good.
Sharp's a 73. Like his forward line next year would be a 73, 74, 77.
Yeah.
Like it's pretty not great. And no defense. His defense right now would be a 54 and a 53.
Yeah, you're right. No,
Or a 50. Yeah,
this
yeah,
has to
like
be
these
on
two.
here. This is worse than all the ones we talked about, except for Maryhill and
He's got a
Mitchell.
goalie. If he gets some people, then I don't know. Yeah,
He
it's
also
not
is
great
not going
though.
to have picks. Like this is where it really hurt him last year, not to just finish the fucking season.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know, and it sucks because I know his personal issues and stuff, and he couldn't do it. But like, man, it's like that losing with that draft pick really hurts.
yeah, yeah.
Because even if
Same as
he,
this year too, though. It's
well,
like
if he does not
if it
finish
happens
this year,
again, like
this was like devastating for him. Like he needs this pick to be. Honestly, he should miss the playoffs. That's what if he's thinking straight about how like if he's going to be in this league for 10 years, he should just miss the playoffs this year and get a top 10 pick.
I guess just advocating the tank.
This is what I'm saying. This is the problem with why this is why I even raised that whole issue about this like the tanking kind of thing because it's smart to do it. It makes sense for some people to do it.
I
This
guess,
is why
yeah. But
Sagathon finishes fucking 13th every year. You
yeah,
know?
but like, why would you want to sit and play these games when you're just
You can play
like the
games.
theory
You
of it
just
is
be
fine,
smart.
but like sitting and playing a game and just losing on purpose is
Nah,
so
man.
like,
This is what I'm saying. You don't have to do that for 52 fucking games. This is like what Puss said earlier tonight was like anyone who loses 52 games deserves it. Whatever. Yeah, like I agree. That's ridiculous. But you don't have to do that. You just have to pick and choose a few here and there to
I
like
guess,
get a
but
little. You're playing when you're drunk when you normally wouldn't, or you're watching a podcast on the side while you play. It's not hard, and it's
it's
not even
just
that hard.
not enjoyable though. Like the playoffs is the only like that's like the good thing about this league. Like to not,
I
I don't know.
100%. I agree with you. The playoffs is the enjoyable thing, but the playoffs is just as enjoyable if you win from the 11th seed as you do from the first seed. You
Yeah,
know?
if you could do that and get in the end, but that's also like a. I don't think there's that many teams that are you can that many teams that can like play that balancing act of like, hey, I'm gonna get 14th and not just miss out entirely.
Yeah, fair.
And then it's a wasted year. I don't know.
Fair enough. Okay, so you've got. So I think fair enough. South Hills is on the list. Well, one more. Let me give you one of mine here. This is, I guess, the last one we haven't talked about on my list, and
Yeah, I got
that's
one more too.
Sonoma.
I wasn't sure about this one.
So Sonoma. Let me. I'm just going to find it again. I don't like. Le Cavalier is still really good for a while. Like enough for this 5-year exercise.
Yeah,
Ryan Callahan is like a passable winger, but not great. And Vermette has next year, and that's it. Drury's no
Smith.
good. Smith is fine. This roster's not
It's
terrible.
not the word. I didn't put him on it because I was like, it's not great. But you got Vinny and you got.
Yeah, your D
It's
is
not good. It's not
terrible.
good, but it's like
It's not. Yeah, it's not good.
like he
It's
needs
not
a
good.
goalie. He's like probably has the worst goaltending situation in the league. He's got to figure that out.
Right. He needs a goalie badly, and he needs a goalie for like 4 years. Fill in here. That's a lot. And then his defense is terrible. Like a coin and Foot are not good.
Right.
Even though they're rated 77, 72 next year, they're not good. Like Foot's like super fucking slow. And they're just really bad. Like their stats look better than they actually look.
The forward line is 81, 94,
Yeah,
77 next
it's
year.
not
That's not
bad.
bad.
Not bad.
Like that's
And the
pretty
year after
solid.
that though, like then you got 76, 77, 75.
Yeah.
Year after that you got 77, 73, 73. Like it's like if I took Corey Perry off my team and I had Oli Jokinen in the Cavalier spot. Like it's
Yeah, yeah,
passable,
yeah.
but it's like it's lacking something, you know.
Agreed. Agreed.
So
It's similar to like Sugar Valley, but he's got the guy. He's got Le Cablier, where Sugar Valley doesn't.
yes, and yeah, and better. He's got better D, but
Yeah,
maybe not
slightly.
actually. Yeah, maybe not.
Basically identical D.
And Sugar
Actually,
Valley's
like
got a goalie. Like
right.
I don't know. I would almost rather take Sugar Valley with this because Le Cavalier clearly has no trade value. Anyway, I don't know. I mean, that's a toss up. Sugar Valley's isn't good either, so I probably would take I'd take Le Cavalier.
I
Like
take Le Cavalier in that. Yeah, and then I got one more. I got Hoth. Which
Hoth.
is a weird one because like obviously long term his team is kind of stacked. He's built for like
Hmm.
6 years out, but if we're doing a 5 year exercise here, his team is pretty bad. Also,
So
his team this year I didn't realize is terrible.
he's got a goal. He's kind of got a goalie. Yeah,
He's kind of got a goalie.
he's
I
got a
mean,
goalie. He's got Norina this year, and he's got Howard. He's other than 2 years from now, Howard's 65, but that's fine. You can survive 1 year with that. Then Howard's fine. He's got Alfie for 5 years, still pretty good, right?
I think Alfie's 4 speed starting next year, I believe.
Okay.
But yeah,
Then he's got James Neal,
James
who's
Neal
playable,
solid. Yeah,
and Dubinsky is okay, and that's it. Yeah,
and the rest of his
no.
team is kind of just
You're right.
non-existent. Like they get great, like Wheeler,
Yeah. In 2015.
Petrangelo, Yandel, like they all peak at the same time. Like the whole team kind of peaks in 2015, but prior to that, it's pretty rough.
Yeah, it is. I hear you on that. Makes sense. Makes sense, man. I got two honorable mentions. I also want to go through. I was thinking you might pull up one of these guys when you were doing this. One is Woodland, and of course with the caveat that
Oh,
he's
really?
brand new, but
With
and
Backstrom and
made that trade. So he's got Backstrom, right? That's your stud. That's pretty good. And Voracek's good. Yeah, this team's not that bad. The defense is fucking terrible though. I think that's where I got like stuck on them.
yeah.
The forwards are good, and the
I mean,
goalie
there's
is
not
pretty
much
good.
outside of Backstrom, honestly. Like Stahl's okay, and
Well,
Gagne's solid for a couple more years.
Gagne's okay, and then Voracek kind of they don't quite cross over, but
True, true, true.
almost. Like it's almost
Yeah,
like
it's a
they're in a
good
prime
point. Good
guy.
point. Yeah,
And
yeah.
Stoll's fine, like playable too. So it's not actually that bad. Yeah, I don't even know if it's that much worse than my team really. Just the DR looks so bad, but
Yeah.
so them, and then the other one is Providence. That was my last honorable mention.
Oh, interesting.
This is the one I was kind of thinking you might have, but like the
So you
goal.
got Timmy 98. He's got the 100 season in
Well, it's
2011.
so fucking weird, right? Like he goes 98, then next year he's got 69, then 100,
He's
and then
got the missile for 5 more.
yeah, the missile.
Medano, oh shit, he's coming down.
Medano's almost done. He's got next year.
Placanic. He's got Placanic and Hayjuk and Poosh. That's about it.
That's about it.
Yeah, you're right. It is pretty rough, actually. Yeah,
Dan
shit.
Boyle is like playable, but he's not good, and he doesn't have a good high pick coming. Matt Niskanen is basically like he's waiting for 2015 on him. I don't know, man. This team is actually looking
Yeah,
at this.
it's
This is
actually.
worse than Woodland, and maybe even worse than like. I'm not even sure it shouldn't be in the top five.
Yeah, I mean,
Is it worse than Sonoma? Like you got like Cavalier's better than
probably.
Hayden.
I'd rather like Cavalier than this roster. I think.
And then you have a goalie here but it's only for like a couple years. Like
Somehow Madonna, he's only 76 this year, eh? Like, what are his stats? He's probably like leading the league still, no? Yeah, Mike Machado is leading the league in points. It's amazing, man. How is he
60
that
goals.
good?
Well, I mean, maybe it just shows it doesn't actually matter. This is all a futile exercise.
That's actually funny, man. Yeah, his defense are looking really bad. Like, yeah, I'd maybe have him. Actually, it's very comparable to like South Hill's roster.
Yeah, kind of. Except that the goalie is a little. Well, no, the goalie. South
Because
Hills goalie's
Kiprasov
okay.
is decent too. He just
Yeah,
has these
this
two
is South
years.
Hills is. I didn't think South Hills was that bad, but maybe I don't
Like the
know.
D are both non-existent. The forwards are about this level. It's very similar, actually.
And Eric Stahl's better than anybody that Providence has.
He's got Jordan. He's got the brother.
He's not good though, unfortunately.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, This is probably a better roster. Yeah, Providence might be on there. It's a shame too because he's not going to be like adding people.
That's what makes it so tough. Is like, and this is where I don't know, man. This is where I go back to like, Sumter's idea of full on lottery. Like, of course it would be an outrage if like I win first overall pick, but like, man, guys like Providence are the guys who get fucked in this whole thing.
I mean, they do, but like if he misses the playoffs by a couple games, he ends up.
But he's
The
not.
lottery system like gives him a chance
Yeah,
now.
yeah, I agree. I like the lottery a lot. I'm not saying get rid of the lottery, but yeah, you're right about that. But he's not gonna miss the playoffs. He's like locked in almost.
Not this year, no. He's been killing it this year, but
You're right.
one of these
Maybe he
years,
takes
like
a.
he's gonna miss out. You would think, although he's freaking dominates in the regular season,
He really does. Like, it's crazy. He's plus 31 right now. 44 games played. 27, 13, 1 and
and
2.
that's like losing a bunch lately. Like he was up over 700 for most of the year.
Yeah, he's still at 659. Like, he's in by winning percentage. I think he's like fourth or fifth.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And then, but like, he'll be a. I would think he'll be an underdog in any first round series.
Well, with these recent losses, he's gonna be yeah, he'll be an away team probably. So yeah, I would imagine so. Did he win last year? Who did he play last year? You
I can't remember. I think I played him one of these recent years.
or Puss maybe?
Last year or the year
Seems to
before.
always play Puss.
Maybe. Anyway, well, there's our top five. So I guess we're gonna settle on Mary Hill, LHX, Alberta,
Sugar Valley,
Sugar Valley, and maybe Providence. We're saying Providence is worse than
probably
Patrick.
Providence. Yeah, I'd rather
Patrick, Sonoma, Woodland,
Hoth.
and Hoth are our honorable mentions. And then best rosters going back to that was Orange County, Betty Ford, Baytown. We agree on that one, right?
Yeah, probably. Yeah,
And then
Audubon,
Audubon, that's four. And then
Sumter. I think.
yeah, that was a debate on fifth that I don't think we ever resolved whether it was Sumter, Hamilton, Saguenay, Minnesota, or Richfield. I think those are the ones we talked about. There we go. Well, that solves it then. We know where we're going 5 years from now.
That's it. That's it. All right.
That wraps up episode
Call it.
9. Thanks everybody. We'll see you
All
later.
right. See ya.
Bye.